Well, hello and welcome to week 96 update for Icarus. It's all happening today. I'm here with Corney. How are you doing, buddy?
I'm doing fine, thanks. How you doing?
I'm doing really good and
Good,
looking
good to
forward
hear.
to uh looking forward to
Some
doing
gameplay.
this.
Sorry, the update discussion and then some gameplay.
Yeah,
Yeah, me
yeah,
too.
a little bit.
Okay, I'm
Um
gonna mute out for a second.
Alrighty, this week is all about Icarus Week 96 update for the new Brown Bear armor set. Yes, we can see a little picture of that in the image there. We've added a new Tier 2 Brown Bear armor set and moved the bone armor to Tier 1. Hello, Jake. Welcome, welcome. You get the first medal tonight. Get that guy a bigger medal board. Yeah, Bear Apocalypse. I remember it well,
Hey
I'm
Jake,
afraid.
welcome.
So, yeah. Uh, Swiftly followed by the Wolf Apocalypse. I can't actually remember which way round they were, but we had them week back to back. So it was a lot of fun, and it was a
Oh
lot
yeah,
of
it
lot
was.
of aggravation. But yeah. So uh, week 96 brings the brown bear armor to Icarus, the new tier 2 set crafted from the pelts of your famous Icarus, your favourite Icarus foe. Yeah, which we now fist to death. We've also got an update on Hypatia and some news around our planned release for Part 1 Styx operations. Thank you to everyone for their feedback last week on the building system improvements. We've taken your ideas on board for future updates. Jump in and have a read. So we have there a little forewarning as to how the bear armor is going to look. That does look pretty cool, actually.
It does. I can tell you, it does look very cool.
Cool. Alrighty. So take us through the notable improvements, if you will, please.
Yep. So the Ashen Drake spawn rate has been increased in the lava areas and added in a couple additional spawn zones in Ashen Drake. They only had very limited spawn locations. If I'm not mistaken, it was like 04, no, 05 was like about the only map grid where Ashen Drakes spawned.
Yeah, only ever seen one.
I've seen a couple, but not that many indeed. But yeah, they did increase the spawn zones and the spawn rate, which is good because you need to kill a certain amount of Ashen Drakes for one of the missions.
Yeah,
So yeah, that's good.
yeah.
Additionally, some small improvements have been made to the building placement logic to make it more intuitive. Yeah, if I don't know which improvements exactly, it's going to be a tad harder to test. I do my fair share of building, but
Yeah, whereas I don't build at all unless absolutely necessary.
exactly. The orbital exchange pods now grant exotics when launched, like straight away, rather than waiting till the end of the launch sequence. The reason for this is going to be further down in the patch notes. So
Okay.
we'll come to that. We'll talk about it when it comes to when we come to it. So.
Yeah, to be discussed in a minute or three.
Yeah. Additionally, the Lava Hunter Broodling creatures have been slightly adjusted, so it targets correctly with its leap attack, and does do a little reduced damage now to take into account the burn modifier application. You know, it sets you on fire basically.
Yeah.
So too much of the physical damage added to the burning is gonna be a bit too much for some people.
Yeah, I did I have to say, I did notice that when we were attacked by a few of them guys.
Yeah.
I got attacked by one, and it took me down to not much more than the plus. I mean, I had flashing up low health from pretty much a full health bar.
Hey Michael, just a tip. Mean head of the bear with taxidermy knives. And greeting all. Indeed, Michael, you need the bear trophy. Well, actually the bear head, not the
Yeah,
trophy. The
yeah,
bear heads to make the helmet piece for the bear armor.
yeah. Which can only be done with a taxidermy knife. Welcome,
Yeah.
welcome. Good to see you, Michael. How are you doing tonight?
As for being attacked by the lava hunter broodlings, I have two words for you. Obsidian armor.
I've got 2 words for you. Make some.
Already did for myself.
Okay, another 2 words for me.
I don't know. I'd have to check whether or not I've made them already.
How about
Shouldn't be
another?
too hard anyway.
How about another 2 words? Pretty please.
Uh, well, at least you say please. I would have expected the two words to be make 'em.
No, I'm
Yeah.
nice about it. Pretty please.
Until I say no, and then
And then I
oops.
just go, you've been cruel to me.
Yeah.
Meep.
Well, actually, I made you the heavy obsidian armor already, so you'll be fine.
Yeah, all right. I trust you.
Anyway,
Alrighty. Really sorry. I need a quickest of quick bio breaks. Please take us through the bear armor.
yeah. So this week we've added the new brown bear armor at tier 2, which is a berserker set, meaning when all 5 items are used at once, players receive a set bonus of melee attack speed and melee resistance buffs. So it's very good when fisting or knifing a bear, definitely, because they're all melee. This armor set requires you to hunt bears for their fur and leather. Any animals for the fur and leather actually, but yeah. If you want to don the all-important headpiece to make your set complete, you will need to use the taxidermy knife on a defeated bear to collect its head for crafting. Oh my, I know, right? Requires you to hunt bears before you can use it. No worries, you only have to kill one for the head. Now, to balance the armor tiers with this new addition to tier 2, the bone armor has been slightly adjusted and has been dropped to tier 1. It's now also craftable on the player rather than requiring a bench. So craftable on the player, repairable on the player. It's a nice tier 1 armor set for sure. But yeah, then you get to tier 2 and then you start using the leather armor, which is better. Just do it in combination with the bone shield. Then you go to tier 3 and 4 armor sets, yeah. But yeah, the bone armor has been moved to tier 1, craftable on person. So very handy, extra handy now for early game. Now the obsidian and the heavy obsidian armors have also had some adjustments, lowering some of their stats, but increasing others. While the leather, cured leather and composite armors have received health and stamina regen buffs. The changes can be seen in the patch notes below. Yes, there will be more info about this below, at least for the, yeah, I believe for all of them indeed. So we'll discuss them when we get there.
Yes, we will. Alrighty. Coming soon, we have Hypatia.
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 Yeah, at some point I put in the patch notes how to actually pronounce the name. So.
Okay.
And I tend to kind of remember what's in the patch notes. I might not remember which week exactly, but I
Oh,
tend to
you're
remember a thing or two about the patch notes. So yeah.
Yeah, you do. Like, seriously. It's great. Hypatia. Okay.
Hypatia.
Our work on the Hypatia is...
Hypatia. You
Yeah.
keep saying it.
What?
I don't. At this point, I'm not sure it's by accident no more.
What am I saying?
You're saying Hypatia. It's Hypatia. UH, not AH.
Okay.
Hypatia.
Okay. How about whenever that word comes up, I'll just pause and you can throw it in there for me, alright?
Or I just keep correcting you.
Our work...
Jake is now thinking like, finally correcting someone else than me. I know, right? Yeah, Jake says, Echo, welcome to my life. I
Oh
know,
yeah.
right?
Yeah. No, it's... What can I say? It's my accent.
Yeah. It's the Irish accent, right? New Zealand spelling, the Scottish accent. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
It's just basically the same. Okay.
Our work on
The Hypatia.
is making substantial progress, and we've shifted our focus to refining, testing, and fine-tuning the balance of ad operations to styx.
What is fine tuning? Sorry, I'm getting on a roll here.
It's not Scottish, it's crap.
Exactly. Yeah. Right.
Meanwhile, the rest of the team is helping the team working on Olympus operations and adding spawning exotics in open world.
One question about spawning exotics in open world. I noticed if I do operations from the open world, I seem to be unable to find any exotics, even though the mission is supposed to have veins. It seems unable to find, as in radar scans turn up blank, as in nothing at all. Does this have to do with the whole spawning exotics from open world? I reckon it is. So for now, I'm like, yeah, well, meh. I can live with it. They're gonna work on it. Okay, they're not enabled yet. It's coming with Hypatia. Okay, already thought so, Jake, but thanks for confirming.
Alrighty. This is a large change and requires a considerable amount of game design input. So while simple in theory, we are taking our time and care with implementing it to not break the balance and flow of the game loop.
Actually, one of the bullet points in fixes, I believe, made me realize that I indeed was thinking too easy about this as well. I was like, you could just set all the missions to operations, right? But then this remark, this bullet points, made me realize, yeah, hold on. There's a mission in Styx where you have to go over the rock wall in order to reach a point, and then but once it's unlocked, that rock wall is gone. And what do you think of the cave between the southwest Arctic and the central desert? That is a mission where you have to drill through, which will open up the shortcut. Now, if you do it as an operation from open world, and I mean, you have done that mission already with your character, so the open world has this cave opened. Now, if you do the operation, it must be closed again. How are they gonna do that if you were sneaky and you build something in the spot where the rock wall is gonna be? Like, that's something they have to take into account as well. Which made me realize, yeah, okay, it's a little bit more work than I thought.
Yeah. For sure.
Anyway,
Alrighty, take us into
yeah.
the next part, please.
Right, so next week we're getting Hypatia Part 1, the Styx operation. We are currently on track to release Hypatia Part 1 Styx operations next week, barring any large bugs or blockers. We'll be deep in testing out all the different experiences, ensuring players can easily access the new UI and quest steps. Now, our plan is to release Hypatia in a few parts, aiming to get the Styx operations out first, and then moving into Olympus operations and exotic spawns in open world. Now, for those of you who don't have Styx, you can get it on Steam, and check out the new map, the creatures and the missions in advance of this update if you want to get familiar with the new landscape. So basically you want Hypatia Part 1 to be something for you, go get a Styx map and mission expansion pack. And I can tell you, it's worth it.
Oh yeah,
Or at
loved
least,
every
in
minute of
my
it.
opinion. Oh, definitely. Next part, support our project. Now, if you like what we're doing with Icarus, I do, and you want to support our continued development, I want to, consider purchasing one of our DLCs for a few dollars. It would mean a lot to us. I did.
Me too.
So, you have the Icarus New Frontiers expansion, you have like the complete set, which is Icarus and New Frontiers and Styx maps and all the outposts, the decorations pack, and there's one more, I believe. I don't know, there was
Uh,
you had the decorations pack, and I believe there was one extra pack for some extra stuff. I don't know anymore. But yeah, it's you get everything in one go. And there's also the outpost bundle, which gives you 6 outposts in one go. For the people who don't know, outpost is basically the easy game mode. No to very little predators. If you run an outpost on hard mode, you might have a few, but definitely if you run your outpost on easy mode, there's no predators. Outpost also has resource respawning, so you run out of a certain resource, you just return to character select, go back in, and all your resources have respawned.
mm-hmm.
Weather is less severe. They're not on the maps themselves. The outposts are like little submaps, or submaps, little separate maps.
Mm-hmm.
You can't do these simple missions there, I believe.
The map is actually also much smaller.
Actually, now I say that, but wasn't there something in the patch notes about adding simple missions to outposts?
Believe so.
Yeah, operations definitely not from outposts. I seem, yeah, a few weeks ago, indeed, Jake. Yeah, or I seem to remember something about it, like outposts getting the simple missions.
Mm-hmm. That
So I was
would
right.
that would allow you to earn a small amount of Ren.
Yeah.
Yes.
So no exotics in the outposts,
No.
no operations in the outposts. So you have the simple quests, but basically outpost is easy mode. Easy mode, relaxed mode. Let's put it that way.
Yeah. Excellent for building,
Oh yeah. I
especially with
mean,
the renewable resources.
yeah, resource respawning for big builds is ideal.
Yeah.
But then again, in open world, you just run Thumper.
Yeah. Okay, and that brings us on
Thumper,
to
by the way.
Mm-hmm.
the Thumper is not respawning obsidian or clay or scoria. Just saying.
Okay.
So those, well, scoria and obsidian you can get from frozen ore. Clay you cannot. So clay is a finite resource. Possibly it's loot for some animals in the swamp. Maybe. But it won't be big numbers anyway, so consider clay to be a finite resource. Although we saw in the patch notes 2 weeks ago that they are gonna add clay deep veins.
Mm-hmm. Yes. So
Anyway,
we're
new
on to,
content.
we're on to the change log this week.
Yeah, so the brown bear armor in tier 1. Tier 2, sorry, in the Texas bench.
Mm-hmm.
The bone armor has been moved to tier 1. Lower base stats now than before, but
Mm-hmm.
it's unlocked earlier and you can craft it on your character, craft and repair on character. Bear armor tier 2 grants attack speed and melee damage resistance. Functionally, it serves a similar purpose to the previous power level of bone armor. Heavy obsidian armor has now an increased cold and heat resistance, but a lowered exposure resistance.
Ooh.
So, yeah. The obsidian armor cold resistance has been decreased. The generic exposure resistance has been added because it wasn't in there at all. Thank you for adding it. Volcanic exposure resistance set bonus has been lowered, but because of the added generic exposure resistance, you still have more overall exposure resistance in the volcanic region. So obsidian armor became a bit better outside the volcanic area as well because of the added generic exposure resistance.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Now the leather, the cured leather and the composite armor have now double the health and stam regen provided by set bonuses. They're
Cool.
more a general all-rounder armor now, with bone and brown bear armor fulfilling the pure melee combat role. I was already running around the composite armor in my open world anyway, and basically only wearing the obsidian armor when I really go out for a trip in specific the volcanic area. If I plan to go to any other area, I just switch to my composite armor.
Yeah. Yeah. Wouldn't it be funny to wear bear armor and fist a bear to death? He'd be like, "Holy shit! I'm being attacked by my own kind."
Well, it does give you the attack speed buff, so you can hit it faster. And the melee damage buff, so you do more damage.
we,
Yeah, it's becoming easier.
we gotta do that, dude. Bear
Bear versus
versus
bear
fist.
sounds like a new achievement. Indeed, Jake.
Yeah. Yeah, with fisticuffs only, though.
Yeah, like fist a bear to death in a bear armor.
Yeah.
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 You know, we will be amongst the first ones to get that achievement.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it would be great if we could get that achievement tonight.
Yeah, no, I don't think it'll be that quickly. Then you can fish trees down, then stones. Not sure. Well, I've tried hitting a carcass with my fist. It's doing a bit of damage, but usually because I forgot to equip my my pickaxe. I'm not sure you can actually cut down a tree with your fist only though, or mine stone with your fist only.
Well, I don't see
I
why
wouldn't like
not,
trying it in real life, but
because you hide in a stone. I can tell you that bear's getting through it if it's standing on top of you. Trust me, I've had it happen.
No, that was because there was a hole in the roof.
Yeah, that the bear
No,
made.
no, a hole in the roof, which was there already, through which I, with that polar bear in Olympus, or was it Styx? I don't know anymore.
Olympus.
I like basically carved up his foot soles with my knife through a hole in the roof.
Oh,
But
yes,
there,
that's
there
right.
was already a
Yes.
hole in the roof there.
Yeah, okay. Man, that was fun.
It was indeed.
The bear's like, what the hell is attacking me?
Yeah, I can't get to them. And yeah, then I got forward a bit too far, and then he finally got me. I was like, "Now I got you."
Am I right
I'm
in
like,
thinking that
"Okay, fair."
when he actually fell off the stone, he actually fell in front of the doorway, so you could actually just sort of like skin him
Well,
without having to go outside in the middle of a snowstorm?
there wasn't a whole lot of room in that boulder anyway. We barely could fit in together. So
Yeah, because it was one of them. Because the only stones that you could actually mine in Olympus Arctic were the flat ones,
yeah.
and you had
Anyway,
yeah
let's continue with the personality.
reminiscing.
So the new Frontiers feature level has been removed from the bone armor, as it is accessible everywhere and has no relevance to the expansion. Indeed.
Yeah. Okay.
Margot asks, is it better to use the knife versus a spear still? Not a javelin, but like the normal. A knife is way faster. Spear, however, has more range. So if you are on top of a rock and the animal can't get on the rock, you might be better off with a spear. Also for crocodiles, if they're in a war and there is a river bank he can't get up to, spear might be better because it has more range.
It's
If
also,
you're
but it
really
is
close up,
slower.
though, if you're really close up, knife is better because it's way faster.
Yeah. I don't use a spear because I tried it, in the beta weekends. It's just too slow. It does
Yeah, I
do more
never.
damage, but it's
Well,
just too slow.
I did use it early game, like in the beginning, but at some point I switched over to knife because it's so much faster.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyway, those were the new content. Fixes, as already mentioned above, increase the number of spawn areas that contain Ashen Drake. Thank you for that.
Yeah. Won't seen
The
too many of them.
Still, if they are kind of rare, I don't really care about it too much. But we have had it in one mission when they just had the prime meat, when we had to kill bears for the fatty T-bone steak,
Oh God,
where
yeah.
we had to grind like 4 hours or so before we finally found enough fatty T-bones. Then it becomes less fun.
Yeah. 4 hours and 41 bears later.
Yeah.
We actually had a counter going the second night.
Yeah.
41 bloody bears, dude. Wow.
So yeah, being the Ashen Drakes being rare, it's fine. But since there's a mission where you have to kill a certain amount of them, uh,
Not so fine.
yeah, for those missions it's better to have a bit extra spawning of them.
Hmm.
I mean, they don't give any special stuff, so you could also have gotten away with just for this specific mission increase the spawn, but and in general, like an overall increase of spawn is fine as well.
Yeah. And there's two occasions occurred to me at that when you're saying that. The first was when we had to go out and kill komodos. You couldn't really find them, and yet as soon as you finished the mission, you were absolutely swamped with them, and it was like a forever spawn.
Uh, Actually, that mission had an infinite spawn. We
Yeah.
were just looking in the wrong location.
Right. And the second one is um, Circle of Ring Lake with the crocodiles on endless spawn.
Yep, that was a BITCH, that mission. It was fun, don't get me wrong. At some point, I just jumped over the crocs and ran for the beacon, picked it up, and ran for my life. But it was
Yeah.
fun mission, that's for sure.
Oh yeah. I mean,
Yeah, Jacob.
you
Yeah,
ran out of bullets. Your rifle broke. You ran out of arrows.
the
You had
bow broke, and
three bows broke. You know,
yeah,
you were shit out of luck. Literally the only option left to you was to jump off your pole and just leg it.
yep. Yeah, about the Ashen Drakes, Jake says they were never supposed to be rare. The spawn locations had some terrain though, which prevented the spawning, so we had to make an adjustment. Fair enough.
Cool.
Again, they're not particularly dangerous or so them being a bit rare isn't really a problem.
Yeah, it's
Not
a
during normal gameplay, but
it's a welcome surprise.
oh yeah, it was nice when we finally found one. Like, hey, I see one! Yay!
Yay! Alrighty.
Right, continuing. So the orbital exchange pods now grant their contents instantly when launched, rather than waiting to reach high altitude. This fixes the issue with closing the game after launching the pod, but before the rewards would have been given, resulting in never receiving the pod contents. I would say, hey, you wait till you get the reward message, but fair enough. Not everyone is paying that much attention, and yeah, we sent it up. Hey, why don't we get it? So yeah, fair enough.
Yeah. All right. I actually kind of liked waiting for the reward because it gives me time to say, right, okay, get the brain to switch off. Right, we've got nothing to do. Whereas, what was the reward again? And I actually look for it. Whereas if it pops up immediately, I'm probably more likely to miss it at that point because I'm so used to waiting for it.
Yeah, but we're talking about specifically the orbital exchange interface now.
Yeah.
Mission rewards, you will still get the message at the end of the mission. When you go back up, it'll still tell you what the
Yeah.
mission rewards were.
Yeah. Yeah, it'll be. I look forward to seeing that in action.
Yeah, it's just like you will receive the rewards a couple of seconds earlier.
Okay.
Adding a more appropriate deploy sound for the rain reservoir. French spelling, I think.
Yes.
Reservoir. Anyway, yeah, I'd have to pick one up and put it back down to listen. Is there like a proper change? I don't know.
Yeah, just remember that as soon as you pick it up, you lose all the water in it.
I know. And everything that was in, like a watering can or so, will be dropped on that floor. In an overflow bag though. So yeah.
Yeah. Alrighty.
Adding support for G-fur on equipped armor pieces. Set up fur components for brown bear armor. Someone went a little bit overboard with the brown bear armor fur component thingy. I noticed earlier today I put on the bear armor. I was like, hey, it's looking nice. Let's see how it looks with different weaponry. I noticed when I'm wielding a hunter rifle and I'm wearing the brown bear armor, if I right click to aim, there is a bit of fur actually blocking where I'm aiming. And since I usually have the sniper 2 attachment on it for extra zoom, it will like cover the entire animal I'm trying to shoot. So I was like, okay, maybe it's the attachment. Remove the attachment didn't help. Shotgun is no problem. I had a composite bow on me, no problem either. I will put it in feature up photo. But yeah, hunting rifle, problem. So you can't properly use your hunter rifle if you were wearing brown bear armor. I mean, you can shoot from the hip, sure, but if you like right mouse button to aim, nope, you can't see where you're aiming no more.
Yeah, I don't shoot from the hip very often.
No, me neither. Usually I crouch, aim, shoot. Crouch for
Yeah,
the stealth bonus,
yeah,
and aim. So yeah, I mean it feels more natural.
yeah. I
There's gonna
mean,
be. I mean, I've had it before when I had the shield bug, which it was like glued to my arm. Even if I put it back on my back, even if I dropped it completely out of my inventory, it would still show on my arm. So right mouse button on the bow, couldn't use that one either.
yeah, yeah. I've had that.
But yeah, it's very annoying, and it's kind of the same effect now with the hunting rifle. You right mouse click to aim, you can't see where you aim no more. But yeah. Luckily, I have a composite armor, and if you are a tier 4, so if you have hunter rifle, you're tier 4. If you are tier 4, you should have switched out that armor already. Unless you rely on the berserker buffs for the bear armor.
Hmm. Interested
Anyway,
to put this bear armor on.
it's looking nice, don't get me wrong. It's looking very nice.
Okay.
Definitely. But yeah. The arms could do with some more work. Anyway, added new map location icons. Is this the deployable beacon giving us a couple of more icons? Well, we have a whole lot of them already. I don't use that many of them, but I'll make a beacon and I'll have a look.
Alrighty.
Fix a bug where the world spawn lava broodlings would try to leap attack from too far away, always missing the target. That's why they never jumped on my neck. I
Oh,
thought it was nah.
they never
Anyway,
jumped. They never jumped on your neck. Yeah, I
no.
remember being on fire after being attacked by one of them guys. Yeah, they hurt.
Maybe because I got into the habit of wearing a shield on my back. Anyway, so they fixed the leap attack. They reduced the melee damage by 50% to better represent their physical size, and to reduce the threat when paired with the existing burn modifier.
Okay.
So yeah, more for you than for me, but maybe from now on, now that I fixed the leap attack, maybe they'll start attacking me a bit better. We'll see.
Yeah.
Usually I see them before they see me, so they die before they even know I'm there, but
Sounds about right.
yeah, that's how I roll.
Alrighty.
Anyway, updated the patcher module descriptions to match the current increased inventory slot count. To be honest, it's been a while since I looked at the description of the module.
Yeah, but
I just use it.
how many slots did you have the other
So
week there?
on my Prometheus open world, I have an armor with a couple of them extra inventory slots attachments. I'm only wearing one patcher module, but I am wearing the large Prometheus backpack, and then I got my inventory slots up to 54
Wow.
inventory slots. So that is excluding the armor slots, excluding the module slots. You know, back in the days when we had an issue where if you were wearing 2 patcher modules, I believe, your total amount of inventory slots, like including all those slots and including the hotbar slots and so, went beyond beyond 40 something, and the Death Loot Bag only had that many slots, so people were losing items. Yeah, you
Yeah.
lost a bit of the nail armor because of that, I believe.
I did.
So yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, like pure in my inventory itself, I have like 54 slots.
That's a
And then I have the
lot.
hotbar and all the in the armor slots and the module slots and stuff. And I can increase it even more if I would switch out my speed module for another carry module. Patcher module. But 54, it's okay-ish when mining, you know. Still, I have to run back and forth quite a few times, but meh. Now, when I go out for a big mining session, I just bring my buffalo in cart.
Yeah, and your own 54 slots.
And my own 54 slots, so I can.
And a more to ride on.
No, because the the buffalo with cart is too slow. So mower to ride on, I just ride the buffalo towards the place where I'm gonna mine. There I'm doing the mining, and then put it in the cart and come back with the buffalo with cart. 54 too low, I know, right, Jake? I was mining in Prometheus, the tunnel between grasslands and the volcanic biome earlier this evening. Look at Twitch and you'll see my stream. And I, like halfway through a cave, I was starting to throw away iron and copper ore and stuff. I was almost throwing it away and actually just dropped it because I couldn't carry no more. All my 54 slots were full.
Yeah. Bearing in mind you're talking to somebody that has the bog standard amount of slots, really. One carry module, one speed module, survival backpack.
Yeah, but that is your own fault, you know?
Yeah, I guess.
That's your own fault.
I can see me having a wad more characters now.
Just get the proper equipment. That should work.
Alrighty. Next up, we have a fix for cocoa palm tree split log meshes. Removed splitting from segments. Added new data table for entry for unsplit trunk segment with 4 times the wood rewards.
Cocoa palm tree, is that the one in the Arctic or the one in the volcanic biome? Because I have indeed, I believe it was in volcanic biome, little trees where if you hit it with a axe, it turns into a single, visually it turns into a single piece, which you can grab for multiple wood. But it doesn't like split like you do with a normal tree.
Okay. Fixing ambient creatures being audible through reverb send whilst in a cave. They also fixed idle creatures being audible when in a cave. Additions to tusk creature and juvie. Ooh.
Yeah, if you're in caves, you do hear animals outside.
Yeah.
If it's a cave with a hole in the roof, okay, sure, you should be able to hear them. However, if it's a cave without a hole in the roof, indeed, you should not be able to hear the creatures above you whilst you're inside a cave.
Yes. Unless, of course, they're cave worms or they've run into the cave after you.
True. Yeah,
Additions
the
to
Tusk
Tusk
and the
creature
UV. Yeah.
and the Juvie. Yeah, so that's the tameable.
Yeah.
Tuskers were mentioned last week, I believe.
Yeah, last week or the week before, indeed, was mentioned as a new animal, and I believe it was also already mentioned as a mount, or we deduced it was going to be a mount.
Yeah. Well, we now have confirmation.
Well, it doesn't really say it's going to be a mount, but it being a juvenile,
Means you can tame it.
yeah, exactly.
Fixed unusable placement offset when building a ramp off of another ramp using the alternate rotation now allows you to build a ramp in the opposite direction. Wasn't that in last week's notes?
It was in last week's patch notes. I have noticed though that if you building a ramp down, well, usually I build a ramp up, but if you build a ramp down, you run on it, you switch to alternate, it by default places it one spot too low or so. So you have to fiddle a bit to connect it to the current ramp and then lead up again.
Okay.
Yeah, it's going to be a mount. Jay confirms. Yeah, we already did use that last week from juvenile and stuff.
Yeah. And finally, for that bit, we have fixed a bug where mounts weren't able to drink from swamp lakes in Prometheus. Slightly increased range at which mounts will automatically seek out nearby water bodies. Fixed a bug where mounts would navigate the center point of water bodies to drink instead of nearest point on the water's edge.
So
Did
that
you,
last one is mentioned, I think, twice already in previous patch notes. At least once, I think even twice, where they said, "Hey, we fixed it. They should no longer go to the middle of the lake
yeah, I believe last
when
week said
drinking."
that.
But I thought it was mentioned in an earlier patch notes as well. So I think this is the third time this has been mentioned as a bug fix.
Okay.
But yeah, unable to drink from swamp lakes. I had not noticed that yet. But then again, I usually don't let my mounts wander around in the swamp. I put them in the base. Just for safety.
Yeah. Those needlers are vicious, man.
Yeah, they aren't the nicest creatures. Not to tames, not to the humans either. So yeah.
Yeah. We tend to just stay on the move.
Yep.
Um, and the good thing about traveling the way that we travel is the fact that we actually don't particularly suffer with the slow effect of the swamp water
True. Keep on jumping.
because we're out of it more than we're in it,
Exactly.
which is good.
Yeah, keep on jumping.
Yeah, all that plyometrics and 3-point landings, pay off.
Yep, definitely. Definitely.
Alrighty, and now we get to what I like to think is the best bits of the notes because now we're looking at future content.
Oh yeah.
We like this.
Oh, definitely.
Okay, so we're getting a land chart trophy. Nice.
Now I wonder, land sharks, they fall over and disappear. They're gonna stay now? Well, not now, but as soon as these trophies are gonna be implemented?
Well, you have to be able to skin it.
Exactly. So
So
they will have to change things around a bit there.
yeah,
But yeah,
little bit. We're also going to get sandworm trophies.
new building piece grey box and placement rules. Grey box not being a building piece, but some kind of I don't know,
I'm sorry, what, where?
the one above the sandworm, between
Oh,
sandworm and
okay.
land shark. Yeah, I'm a builder, so if I see building piece, I'm like, hey, that's gonna be for me.
Adding new piece, grey box, and placement rules. Is that not like the highlight that you see where
The
it's
ghost
going to be
image?
placed? The ghost image?
Yeah, possibly.
Well, that's where I go with that.
So there's an unknown new building piece coming. Okay.
New beam types to support new building pieces, pending placement rules and objects of those new beams.
Please don't take away the option to put a solar panel on a beam or a beacon or so. Very handy, the beacons for the simple mission where you have to build the tower to place the beacon on.
Yeah, yeah. We even put ourselves up there quite a lot. So um,
Uh,
uh,
Added the concept of bags. These bags are objects that have their own inventory that can be stored in the player spec. I reckon kinda similar to the tackle box.
yeah, that makes
Which, by the
sense.
way, are a good way to prevent your fish from dying. So I was fishing in the swamp, actually with a net, not with a rod, but okay. I was like, okay, I want to take this fish home to put it on a trophy thingy. So I just put it in a tackle box, so it didn't lose durability. I love that. Sure, a tackle box can only hold 2 fishes, but still, one, it's decreasing the amount of inventory slots needed. You can carry 2 fish in 1 inventory slot, and they don't lose durability.
Which is nice. Means they're going to be in better health when you put them in the tank than if you don't use one.
Correct. Tank or trophy thing.
Yeah.
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 Talking about the trophy thingies, I noticed in my open world, each time when I go away from my base a bit and I come back to the base, all the names are gone on the trophy boards. I'll have to put it into feature upvote as well.
Okay. Uh, there's a little bit more here about bags. A lot more, actually.
Yeah, so the one above as well, inventories can now have a parent inventory. It is used to bubble up the inventory, changed events, and the weight updates. So if they don't do it, like stuff inside your tackle box will not count towards the weight of your inventory. With bags, now they were talking about seed bags last week.
Mm-hmm.
Seeds don't weigh that much, but then again, your item stored in the bag is going to be kept at 999, so 1,000 seeds is going to weigh a bit.
Mm-hmm.
It should indeed add to your inventory weight. So yeah, good that I fixed that.
Yeah. I mean, I know all about seed weight. Trust me. I deliver bird food and bloody tons of it. Literal tons of it. I mean, you're talking about 30 kilos worth of bird seed, right? 30 kilos doesn't sound a lot. You try picking it up.
Yeah, but I
And then,
reckon a
and
bag of
then,
30 kilos holds way more than 1,000 seeds.
yeah, but I can corroborate the fact that lots of seeds weighs lots more. Gosh, that's my phone going off. I need
Uh,
to turn it on silent. I really do.
Okay, so the bags now correctly propagate their weight to the parent inventory. So thanks for that. Can calculate their weight without needing a parent start container. Yeah, again the weight. Added auto pickup to bag if an item is added to an inventory containing the appropriate bag type. So we're gonna have multiple bag types, or can you like assign a specific item to a bag? Like it has to go into this specific bag, which is also gonna make me wonder which items all will we be able to store into a bag?
That's a good question, actually.
Added bag priority table. This used for dictating what item types should be sent to what bag. So again, can we like manually assign an item type to a bag?
Mm-hmm.
How is it gonna work? I wonder. Yeah, repurpose the stack size display on inventory tiles containing bags to instead show the number of items stored in the bag. So it's not going to show it's one bag. No, it's going to show apparently, and I like that. This inventory slots hold a bag with an X amount of items in.
Yeah.
And again, kept at 999.
Mm-hmm. Quick move is now compatible with bags as control click.
I deliberately skipped that one because quick move. Not
Control
sure.
click.
Or is this control click? Ah, okay. Yeah, sure.
Well, that is quick move, isn't it?
One would say, yeah.
So, control click.
Next question is going to be, nice to put items in the bag. How are we going to get items out of the bag again?
Control click.
Won't that just move the entire bag?
Well, I mean, you can split the stack. I would have assumed you can take half of it.
Oh
You
yeah.
can take one, you know.
Say you have like 800 seeds in a bag.
Mm-hmm.
Seeds normally stack up to 200. You have 800 in a bag. You have only that one bag in your inventory with 800 seeds.
Yeah.
If you split the stack, you'll end up with 2 times 400, one in the bag, and the other 400 would then be what, a stack of 400 or 2 stacks of 200?
Hmm.
You know, for every solution I can think of a problem.
Jake says you can right click to open, which opens a new UI.
Ah, okay. Nice. Thanks. That makes things more clear for me. Yeah.
Okay.
Modified get dynamic widget inventory to instead return a list of inventories that belong to the widget to prevent it from being locked to needing an inventory component which isn't used by bags. Because the bags use the inventory container system. Okay. So more about the bags. Also renamed function to get dynamic widget inventories for clarity. Okay, more about bags. Right.
Okay.
Let's see what else is new. New building pieces. Setup connector rotation. Needs bypass block and rules setup. New building pieces. Which ones? We're gonna get like new. I don't know. Upper half walls. I don't know. Vertical half walls. Maybe. They aren't in the game yet, so.
Possible. I read this next one completely wrong. What I saw, this is how tired my brain is right now, right? What I read was added attachment sloths to clocked armor pieces.
Sloths. Yeah, there's something different, yeah.
Oh, sorry.
So here's the thing. If you wanna put attachments on cloth armor, why are you still using cloth armor? If you
Hey,
attachment
every
is tier 3.
Every type of armor is better with pockets, dude. You
The
gotta be.
alteration bench is tier 3. So if you're tier 3, why are you still using cloth armor?
Because you're in the desert
Aren't there armors
and it helps you
better,
keep
higher tier
cool.
armors better suited for the desert?
No,
Which
well, I
gives
mean,
you the same buff as the cloth plus extra?
maybe you're a new character.
Again,
Maybe,
alteration bench is a tier 3 item, so you need to have a base with an alteration bench, a tier 3 bench.
yeah,
Means you have access
maybe
to the... Yeah,
maybe you've just spawned and you don't have enough money for decent armor, so you go down and you make yourself some cloth armor. Every armor is better with pockets.
again, you need a base with at least a tier 3 alteration bench. Which means you have to have benches leading up to the alteration bench.
Well, I suppose, yeah. I mean, you could have a leather
So,
armor.
leather armor, indeed, or hunter armor, or whatever. Sure, a cloth armor is cheap to craft. I agree. But you need to be in that base with the alteration bench to put attachments on. And by then you should have better armor already. I mean, don't get me wrong, if you want to use a cloth armor and you want to use alterations for it, be my guest. Bah.
Yeah, I get
again.
I get your point.
Yeah.
Kind of a misnomer, that one.
Yeah. Hey, well, meh. Again, if you want extra pockets or your cloth armor, sure. Go tag up to tier 3, make your alteration bench, and put the extra slots on your cloth armor. I'll be running around in way better armor by then, but okay.
Show off.
Practical.
True. Also true. Okay.
Added small deer trophy assets to the project. Right, so we have a deer trophy already. Now we're also
Yeah.
getting a small deer trophy. And actually, if you go 3 down and the one below there, small desert deer and large desert deer. So we're gonna get new animals in the desert, specific for the desert deer. Interesting.
Looking forward to that.
And
took us a wee
drill
while to
this.
get the difference between a chamois and a
The
pronghorn,
pronghorn. Yep.
but we have got them now.
Yeah, luckily. So added crafting rate UI for drill display, so at least now you can see how fast it's gonna be. Always nice.
Yeah.
Makes it easier to calculate things.
It does actually. We've done that. We've actually calculated how much fuel we're going to need based on the speed of mining an exotic vein.
Yeah, and we also noticed it's better to go to tier 4, make the electric ones, and bring a Jenny, and then you need only like half a biofuel can. Where if you were using the tier 3 ones, you would need like 4 or 5 biofuel cans.
Yeah.
Big difference there. And nowadays you don't even need biofuel no more because you just bring a wind generator. 1750 power for a wind generator. I have to check the power requirements for the drills though. 1750 for a wind generator. Water wheel gives like what 2k, 2.5k for a solar panel. Generators, I don't know how much they provide. Haven't used them in ages. But yeah.
You do have quite a few of them, though.
Not in my Prometheus, I don't.
True.
I fully powered that one with wind power. You've seen my towers of power, right?
Yeah.
I have 3 of them now.
Wow.
I know. Not because I needed them, but just for the fun.
Cool.
But yeah, I'll show you when we go to subsequent gameplay. Don't worry.
Okay.
And the
Ice
ice
building.
building tier. Yeah,
Yeah.
say materials for the ice reskin of stone buildables. Does this mean it'll have the same weather resistances as stone? Still no details on that. Added emissive color tinting to master material and set emissive to be 0 in case. No idea what I have to imagine by that, but
Okay. Where I go with that is ice building tier is a white version of stone, basically.
what will happen if you build an ice building in a volcanic biome?
It'll melt.
I don't know. Will it?
Well, it should do.
Again, there is not much information on ice buildables yet. I mean, it's going to be a nice surprise when we finally find out.
Well,
Don't
it
get me wrong. But
kind of makes sense to the new building pieces that were mentioned above. Maybe,
yeah, I don't know. Maybe.
could be, possibly.
But I hope this is going to use the super cooled ice, because I have tons and tons and tons of super cooled ice in my open world now.
Yeah, can we
I'm
build can we
I
build an igloo?
basically, if I thaw out frozen ore, I destroy the super cooled ice. I destroy the sulfur. I don't need 10k of each. Well, actually, super cooled ice sticks are 100. My cupboards with the proper talents, they have 60 slots. So there's 6k of super cooled ice in one cupboard. And it's full.
Wow.
I know, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm starting to destroy stuff.
Yeah. Are we going to be able to make a proper shaped igloo out of this
I don't
ice
know.
building?
It would mean round building pieces.
Yeah. There
Could be
you
fun.
go.
Could be fun.
Oh, wow. We've seen some pretty tip-top buildings with the stuff we've got now. Can you imagine the ice castles that are going to come out of
Oh
that?
yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, fantastic. That would be so cool.
It would, yeah.
Alrighty. Following this, I'm going to highlight these three. We're getting updated polar bear, grizzly bear, and buffalo trophies.
Trophy assets to match the current models,
Trophy
yeah.
after, yeah.
Eh,
So
well, we'll see if all of a sudden those trophies. Buffalo trophy, I don't think there is there one already in the game?
yes, because if you remember when we were using the was it C3 cave as a base when the walls disappeared.
Yeah, did we have the Buffalo trophies there as well?
Yes, we had buffalo
Okay.
trophies, and
I'll have to get one in my open world then.
I'm pretty sure we get buffalo trophies. Okay. Adding a generic stomp audio to Tuscan buffalo attacks and jump land. Cool. Also, small spatial updates to stomps so they aren't as audible at very long distances.
Also added heavy land audio in event to be used for various creatures moves, including the tusk. Yeah.
Elephants, mammoths.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Let's see. Formatting. Adjusting the fix up formatting to fully exclude the ticket ID. as well as trailing white space. Thanks for notifying us how you, or at least kinda how you generate these bullet points. Anyway, updated Desert Wolf trophy.
Desert
Is that
wolf?
the hyena? Yeah, 2 down.
Yeah. I'm thinking desert wolf.
Yeah. We don't have a desert wolf yet, unless I mean the hyena there. But
Yeah, okay.
so some more mentioning of the bat, new animal.
Yep. There we go. Assigning Tusker in AI setup.
Yep.
Uh,
Additional placement rules for new building pieces. Can't wait. 5 down.
yeah. That'd be cool.
Yep. Updated Arctic Mammoth Trophy asset. So Arctic Mammoth Trophy, right?
Yeah.
And Desert Mammoth Trophy.
Yeah.
They're going to be 2 different animals. Will we then also have or at least 2 different trophies? Will we then also get a separate Swamp Mammoth Trophy? Like Desert and Arctic Mammoths, you can both get on Styx.
Yeah.
Because Styx has both Desert and Arctic.
Yeah, but they look exactly the same.
The mammoths look the same currently, so if you will get different trophies, I would also expect the animals to look different.
Yes.
The swamp mammoth looks different.
It does.
So I
Does that
hope,
mean that you're going to be able to put a mammoth head on the wall that has a Mohican?
I don't know.
That'd be
I do
cool.
hope the desert mammoth then will also get its separate trophy asset.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we'll have
Ar-
to wait and see.
Arctic mammoths, white.
No, not really. Mammoths were never white unless you had an albino.
Well, yeah, true.
Mammoths are big enough to be like, I don't need to hide. Like something gonna attack me, I'm just gonna stomp on it. Also, they don't need to hide to hunt their prey, because they're vegetarians, they're herbivores. So mammoths never had a need to blend in, so they never bothered with blending in with camouflage and stuff. Also, dark hair does catch more heat from sunlight.
True, true.
That's, by the way, why a polar bear has a black skin underneath its white hairs.
Yep. Black tongue too.
I don't know. I've never been that close to the tongue to like, oh, hey, stick out your tongue, let me have a look. I don't, never done that.
Kadoki, we're also going to be getting Lava Hunter trophy assets with the Komodos.
And Komodo trophies, yeah.
Yeah. Updates to task volume and spatial and teenager Tuscaloo.
Yeah. So the juvenile is going to be called Tuscalo, or at least current working name. You have the Tyrannus, you have the foal, so you'll have the Tusk or Tusker and the Tuscalo. Sure.
Tusket. Oh, can't
Yeah,
wait
that's
to
the
see
female
that.
variant. Yeah, that's basically it.
Expose cooked food modifier effectiveness, duration, player stats, and associated consumed modifier effectiveness, duration stats for food items.
Yeah, so expose those stats. I don't know, are they going to be exposed to food items, or is this going to be like for mod support? I don't know.
Yeah. Not really with that one. Seeds within the seed pouch now show correct icon. Sorry. Well, that's good. More stuff about the Tusker. Really?
Yeah. Yeah, like I said, I think we have done the important things here.
Yep. Alrighty, watch your eyes, folks. I'm going to scroll back up. Alrighty. And that brings us to the end of this week's patch notes. I'd like to say thank you very much to everybody who joined us, all who watched, everybody who lurked, and those who participated in the chat. Namely, Jake, who gets our first medal tonight. Again, get that man another medal board. And Michael. So thank you very much for joining us. I'd also like to say thanks to Connie for keeping an eye on the Discord server and making sure that the peeps are kept up to date as to what we're doing and when.
Anytime.
And we will be back on the hour for subsequent gameplay and testing. We always test for science.
Oh yeah, we do.
Yep. Alrighty. So, until 13 minutes from now, it's goodbye from me.
And goodbye from her.
And we'll see you shortly for the testing of the patch notes. So remember, peeps, it's a dangerous world out there, so please take care of yourselves and each other. Good night.